U.S. Congress launches probe into alleged Christian genocide in Nigeria. Breaking news: the United States Congress is officially opening a full-scale investigation into alleged Christian genocide in Nigeria, following President Donald Trump's recent redesignation of the country as a country of particular concern. Main story: the United States House Subcommittee on Africa has scheduled an open hearing for Thursday, November 20, 2025, to examine President Trump's controversial decision and its far-reaching implications. The hearing will begin at 11 a.m. in room 2172 of the Rayburn House Office Building and will be chaired by Representative Chris Smith of New Jersey. It will also be streamed live for the public. What the CPC designation means. According to U.S. law, the Country of Particular Concern designation, if approved by the Senate, could allow the U.S. to impose targeted sanctions on Nigerian officials accused of religious persecution, restrict certain forms of bilateral assistance, and signal to the world that religious freedom in Nigeria is under serious threat. Who will testify? The hearing will feature two major panels of witnesses. Panel 1, U.S. government officials: Jonathan Pratt, Senior Bureau Official, Bureau of African Affairs; Jacob McGee, Deputy Assistant Secretary, Bureau of Democracy, Human Rights, and Labor. Panel 2, Civil Society religious leaders: Nina Shea, Director, Center for Religious Freedom; Bishop Wilfred Anagbe, Makurdi Catholic Diocese; Nigeria, Oge Onubogu, Center for Strategic International Studies. These panels will present evidence, testimonies, and recommendations on the alleged killings and U.S. policy options moving forward. Why the hearing is happening on October 31, 2025, President Donald Trump officially redesignated Nigeria as a country of particular concern, citing what he called severe violations of religious freedom, particularly the killing of Christians by extremist groups. Trump claimed that Christianity in Nigeria faces an existential threat, insisting that thousands have been killed by radical Islamists. He delivered his strongest warning yet, saying, "If the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and may very well go into that disgraced country, guns a-blazing, to wipe out the Islamic terrorists." Trump further ordered the U.S. Department of War to prepare for possible military action, promising any campaign would be, in his words, fast, vicious, and sweet. Tinubu responds. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu rejected Trump's claims, calling them a misrepresentation of Nigeria's religious reality. In a public statement, Tinubu insisted, "Nigeria stands firmly as a democracy governed by constitutional guarantees of religious liberty. The characterization of Nigeria as religiously intolerant does not reflect our national reality." The Nigerian government has maintained that the conflict affects both Christians and Muslims, and that describing it as Christian genocide oversimplifies a complex security crisis. What Congress will decide, the upcoming hearing will examine whether religious persecution in Nigeria meets the CPC standard, whether sanctions should be imposed, whether U.S. humanitarian assistance should be expanded, and whether the U.S. should cooperate more closely or more aggressively with Nigerian authorities to stop further violence. This marks one of the strongest interventions by the U.S. Congress in Nigeria's internal security issues in recent history. As tensions rise and international pressure mounts, all eyes are on Washington ahead of November 20th. Will Congress support Trump's designation or push for a different course? Stay tuned for updates. On-screen text. Subscribe for global news updates.